So, paisanos, it's a time for Mario Kart!
And I'm gonna do my best today.
That's all we ask of you, Luigi.
Yeah, so,
Oh.
Logan and I are back with our usual multiplayer shenanigans, though this time we're going back old school with the original Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna do it.
No, you're not.
So yeah, I love the remix Mario Kart 8 did of this theme.
Yeah, honestly, I'm trying to think of how many Mario Karts have actually remixed this track. Like, I know Mario Kart 64 did, and then afterwards, I forget the rest.
Didn't 3D World do this, or is it a different track?
Different track. But yeah, so, once again, Logan and I have teamed up with the power of Parsec, and we're gonna play as the Mario Brothers in a two-player Grand Prix.
Which one?
Bye.
Oh, that one.
Mushroom Cup.
So yeah, for those that have never played the very original Mario Kart, this was before we had the likes of a starting boost or proper drifting. It's basically just a typical 8-player race-o-matic.
Yep.
I see.
And I learned very fast in the bottom screen, this game is so far more slippery than any other Mario Kart game before it.
Well, it's the first one for a reason.
It was the first go at it, and I mean, there is some charm to be had here, but people that still play this game mostly do it just for the sake of the novelty.
Yeah.
I will say that another thing I learned is don't try to do the hop drift that you're used to. This game, like,
Doesn't know what it is.
the go-karts are far more sensitive. Whereas before, turning was kind of more of a suggestion. You had to learn the physics of each car. Here, it is a very much if you hit left, you are going to veer left.
Yeah, it's almost like whenever you're steering, you're pretty much drifting regardless. So it's like you got to be very careful of how much you turn and make use of your brakes whenever you need to. And it's funny we're showing it off this way because if you were to play this game solo, Mario Kart. Well, first off, Super Mario Kart I believe was the very first kart racer to ever have straight up multiplayer purposes. As far as racing games are concerned. But if you're playing this game solo, the bottom half of the screen was actually meant to be used as your map.
Which was interesting, but yeah, it's almost always this. Oh, it's almost always meant to be I did it.
Play it as always.
But yeah, I have not played this game as often as say Mario Kart 8. How about you guys?
I've never played this one at all, honestly.
Look at them just spinning.
How about you, Hype?
I think I might have played this one twice, maybe 3 times, but not as much as I have any of the other installments in the series. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking back on it. I'm still having a hard time coming to grips with the fact that there was a point in time where they went to Donkey Kong Jr. for the Go-To Kong.
We learned about that it was it was something to do with Donkey Kong Jr. had just come out. No, not just come out. It was a 10th anniversary or something.
It was something along those lines, and the fact that,
with his T-shirt,
actually,
he looks a lot more. The other thing, there was that Did You Know Gaming thing. I said that it was also that since he had a T-shirt, it was a lot easier to sprite him and to do his sprite and not make it look like all just one solid color and lazy.
Granted, they could have rectified that with the strip. They could have rectified that they gave DK the tie, though I think this was before they did give him the tie.
Yeah, this came out before Country.
Yeah,
and Donkey Kong 94. It's still funny. It's still coincidental to me. That same year, we had one Donkey Kong that had a tie, but was sticking more true to the classics. Then you have the other game, Donkey Kong Country, where he had the tie, and it honestly felt so far removed from the source material, it may as well have just been its own franchise, which it was for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, it technically still is.
Yeah, though these days they do sort of how should I put this? It's sort of clear that they're still that these days they're taking a little more inspiration for how his interactions with the Mario characters, even though they still do treat it independently. It's more obvious now that Rare is no longer nowhere near touching the franchise.
Uh-oh.
Which is fair.
No!
Oh.
Oh no, Luigi!
I guess I will say at least my bottom screen is more exciting than James's. As he
I was gonna
seems to
say,
laugh
I'm
people.
staring more at your screen than I am James's.
Since more has
come
happened.
on! I just slipped on a banana peel. Isn't that funny?
Bowser.
No, not really.
Oh,
Because it's Mario Kart, it's gonna be brought up eventually. I'm not seeing it, but then again, it's probably because I keep unintentionally looking at
fast.
James's half, and he has like an unfair lead. How bad is rubber? I was about to say, how bad is rubber banding in the OG Mario Kart?
Pretty bad. Like, honestly, the very original Mario Kart, I think it was like one of the first only.
I can make it. I can make it.
Copa, no!
Oh,
Boom.
Luigi no feel too good.
Thanks out.
This is a huge problem I have with the course design of this game. I'm glad they rectified it. Is that there are so many courses where they have these like corner blocks that you will just get stuck on. Like you'll get stuck in the geometry of the stage, like back there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a smooth slope; it's a block.
I love how they still
pixel.
call her Princess.
well, yeah, this is before they just said screw it. She's called Peach.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's funny it's actually something worth mentioning. I do know that some tracks have like specific textures in them that honestly makes wow, nice going, bro. But anyway,
Sad.
I know there's some textures in this game where they kind of treat the road more slippery than others, so that's why it might seem like you're
Here they go!
well,
You
he
had
tried.
You had a good instinct, but it didn't pay off.
You need a mushroom. Maybe. Go ahead, James. Spoilers. I'm gonna fall along the stage because whenever you hit a wall, you fall down. Anyway, go ahead, James.
I forgot what I was going to say.
You said something about like there are some stages that
There's some stages that have like very specific textures that treat it as though you're pretty much going through some very slippery terrain, like even slipperier than normal. If that's if you can believe that.
right.
But yeah, it's honestly with those courses where I feel the antiquities of Mario Kart design the hardest.
Yeah. Wow.
Also, if it wasn't immediately obvious from earlier, you have a life system in this game. If you go below rank 4, then you will lose a life. You lose all your lives, you're pretty much kicked out of the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But like you see, like you'll slip so much.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, this is my chance. I can use the mushroom to make that jump. But like it's so slippery, and you see me like trying to like readjust myself so much. Here I go.
And Yoshi's and then Yoshi's like, wow, now I know how Yoshi feels.
But yeah, the lives are in the lower right.
Oh
And
wow.
you're dangerously low.
You're
on the
still on
spectrum,
your
buddy.
final lap.
I mean, honestly, it looks like you have no choice
I got
but to
one
break
more
out.
chance to prove I can do this. Oh no!
No!
Oh no.
Here I go. Jump! Mario.
Come on, Luigi, jump! How sad when you even get freaking trounced by a Koopa Troopa.
I almost thought I was gonna fall again at the end. It just. But yeah, no. If you don't have coins, that's another reason to get coins in this game. I don't think they've ever brought back this, but in this game, if you don't have coins and someone hits you, you will spin out.
Yeah,
So coins are also a defense in this game.
they're pretty much your buff insurance.
Yeah, this part that James shows that I suck at racing games.
Well,
Better
you
than
can
what
suck-
I could do.
Well, now it's time for the epic adventure of if Luigi can come back to his second banana status.
Here we go.
And what a better place to start that adventure than at Bowser's Castle.
Coins
Oh,
and
boy.
oh boy, get something good.
And the thwomps, which thankfully on the first lap they just stay up
Go
there.
fast. This is it. Oh,
This is Luigi's time to shine.
Come on,
Hopefully.
Luigi!
time it and
Come on. Ah.
there it goes.
You can do it, bro. You can beat me. Wait, what?
I can do it.
Okay, now the thwomps are gonna start pounding down, and I forget if at any point either Luigi or I get smashed by one of them. But honestly, it's a very bad consequence if you do.
Hey, you're starting to catch up to him at least.
I think you get stunned and then it hits you, then it takes away a lot of coins.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm just like, screw this. No one's gonna pass me anytime soon. Not realizing that Luigi's literally right up his butt,
Ow, ow, ow.
or was.
Well, this is helpful. Oh, jeez.
I mean, look at it this way. I mean, most Mario Karts have pretty much strayed from this flat and slippery terrain since then. Like, the only other exception I can think of is Mario Kart Super Circuit for the
It's
GBA.
flat. It's flat and... Oh, jeez. it's flat and slippery terrain, and it's these corners that have like so many little like nooks that you can catch yourself on, and then you're stuck.
And the ironic thing is that these still handle better than your traditional go-kart.
Uh-huh. But yeah, sorry about that. Had to run a few quick errands for Mum. She's not feeling too good at the time of recording this.
It's okay. Oh, jeez. James is just lapping everybody because he plays this game all day.
All day, every day.
To be fair, we're also playing on the easiest difficulty, so I kind of have an excuse to.
What consoles or what ways can people play this game right now?
Super Mario Kart, well, obviously it was on the Super Nintendo. You can get it off the... Well, you could have gotten it off on the Wii's Virtual Console before that got discontinued. You could probably still get it on the Wii U and 3DS Virtual Console, and it is also on the Super Nintendo Classic.
Yay, it is maybe gonna come to NES Online, if what we heard is true.
Yay! I'm back to being a second banana!
Yeah, it's not like it took
Wait a
me
minute.
over 20 seconds. But yeah.
I'm sorry if I can interrupt. Just James's exclamation of that just kind of reminds me of Emperor's New Groove, where it's like, "Yeah, I'm alive again." Wait.
Right. But let's see, I finished in third,
Oh, look at that. Yoshi's still ahead of you.
and
Aw.
just
Because
like
I'm the best.
we got one more shot at this.
Luigi gonna do his best.
Mama Luigi!
I'm not in the mood for your memes, Yoshi. I gotta put my head in the game.
Okay, guys, that's enough.
I should probably leave a link to that thing in the description, just so people aren't confused at this sexual Yoshi tension you're listening to right now.
Sexual Yoshi tension.
That's a new one. So, okay, so straight up, theory, do you think that actually is the audio clip slowed all the way down, or did someone re-record
No,
that?
I'm pretty sure that was voice acted.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a custom clip from whoever was animating it.
Okay, because I would love that actually is what happens if you pitch it all the way down, if it does sound that slow.
You guys want to test that theory?
I did it. I've been oh no.
Not for long!
Aw.
Sorry, Weech. Will you ever let me be player one? Maybe
No!
when I have another year to myself.
You had your chance during the year of Luigi.
I did
Yeah.
it. This is my chance. Jump.
Oh,
Believe it or not, I'm driving on air.
Hey,
were
Logan,
saying?
remember what you said a couple years ago?
What?
From now on, every year is the year of Luigi, bitch.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, come on, come
no.
on, come on. Use your mushroom.
Come
I
on.
can't, I don't want to use it yet.
But they're getting
Now you
ahead
should use
of you.
Not for long.
Hey,
Ow.
Oh, wow.
come on, come on,
Oh,
come
that
on.
was quite a shortcut.
Yeah.
Can Luigi make the comeback of the century?
What do you think, Hype?
Let this be a reminder to Luigi that I currently have a red chef stacked right now.
I don't suppose you're gonna use that against Junior?
Nope, I just use it on the wall there.
Aw.
Screw you all.
No.
I made it.
Always getting my baby brother at every turn. Screw you.
How many? Okay, by 2 seconds.
Let's see what the final standings are.
6.
And the results are in. Yoshi still beat Luigi.
Just as Nintendo intended.
Ah.
Yeah, it was around this time when Luigi was sort of treated, well, Luigi was being used far less, considering the fact that, well, 2-player games were starting to become a little passe around this point.
Yay!
Ow!
I love how like oh jeez.
Oh!
But I love
There goes the flying fish.
By the
love
way,
how-
if you were
yeah.
just really quick, then I'll let you do your thing. If you were playing this in Japan and you were playing as either Bowser or Peach, they'd be chugging that champagne.
Yep.
I believe it.
Oh, liquor, baby!
But it's a cute little ceremony they do.
It's adorable. But of course, that's only one thing you can do in Super Mario Kart, and well, Logan and I had the dumb idea to show off the other thing.
Oh, did you
So,
now?
This also was not only a competitive racing, but it was also a little competitive vehicle run. But we're gonna be different characters.
Yep.
Okay?
The Mario Brothers are gonna spend their early retirement making Mario levels in Mario Maker, whereas now we have the epic fight against 2 reptiles.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do your pop, Mama Luigi.
So here's a quick little
yeah.
fun fact about Super Mario Kart. Apparently, it wasn't gonna be a straight up racing game. It was just gonna be an all-out kart brawler, kind of like what you're about to see right now. But then they realized, maybe we could probably use this for races as well. And, well, that's where the whole Mario Grand Prix thing came into effect. And honestly, I think is the better option compared to the two, as you're about to see.
Away!
So, in standard battle practices, each opponent has 3 balls/balloons to their name, and your goal is to literally pelt them with items until they lose all their balls.
Yep. This would later become balloons. Like, it would be expounded upon as balloons. I don't think you can use the mushroom to dash into each other, can you?
I don't know.
I feel like you should be able to, but honestly, it's way too fickle to even try that.
You popped one.
Yep, that's one down. Another 2 to go.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Also, it's with this we also learned that, well, there's another thing that this game introduced, which thankfully was changed in later games. Notice that the way you get items is through the blocks that are literally ingrained to the ground. Once you grab the item, well, it's pretty much used up, and you can't grab it again. You can't touch it again to get a new item.
So, I was gonna say, so what happens... Oh, you hit yourself. So I was gonna say, so what happens then if we accidentally use them all?
Hell if I know. As far as I'm concerned, we'd pretty much be SOL. I mean, granted, I say that as someone who's barely ever touched this mode in the first place, and honestly, looking back on it, I can sort of see why, because this is very, very
Basic.
archaic.
I'm back.
Well, quick second.
Oh, boy.
Double whammy.
Easy does it.
And
Stay
now
on
it's a
target.
one-on-one.
Why am I still doing the Luigi voice? I'm not Luigi anymore.
Ah, no!
I did it!
All right.
Hail to the king, baby.
I'm calling my lawyer.
You have a lawyer?
Does every character have their own victory theme?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh.
It would have been more evident it would have been more evident if I didn't win every other race. But now now we're gonna play the 2 little munchkins
Okay.
Munchkins.
Here we
out
go.
on the beach.
Prepare to meet Kali in hell!
Okay.
Okay then.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I'm very competitive.
So you're like,
Oh,
never mind.
that's okay.
Well, look what I have here. I have a Starman. Let me shake it on you, little buddy.
Is that how the Koopas sound?
I don't know.
Some Koopas
Koopa
probably
sounds is
do.
whatever you want it to be.
I imagine a Koopa to sound more like, hey, how's it going? Or like,
Excuse me.
because of their noses.
Oh.
I don't know.
that. Also, I believe up until Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, this was also the first and the only game, to my knowledge, that used the cape feather as an actual item.
It just lets you jump over some like corners and avoid damage.
Though honestly, it's one of those things that's very situational, unless you can pretty much pinpoint what's going to hit you. So I think that's a little more evident if you're playing like the actual battle mode of Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Boos made their debut in this game as well, where you can turn invisible, and I guess invincible to some degree, and you can also steal your opponent's item.
Yep. And this is very good to get out of the way fast enough. I think the battles are okay. I think what they need is they needed some sort of timer as well,
That would have helped,
Yeah.
very much so.
Yeah.
because some of these can go on for a little while.
They can go on for a little while, and well,
Ah.
I mean, if it isn't the obvious, our aim is shit.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that it's very... Like, we move so fast, and the maps are so small, it really is kind of just... I don't know, it's a little rusty.
You're
Uh-oh.
gonna run into that like
jeez.
a
Oh,
dip.
go.
Oh.
I'm coming at ya!
I was gonna say, oh, I was gonna say, oh God, and go at the same time. Oh, go.
Oh, cool.
Oh, go.
Oh,
I'm
God.
just... Again,
Oh,
I'm just
go.
thinking back to that one Mario clip where they took audio from Invader Zim, but it's the Goomba Mario chasing the Goomba.
Oh, which one was that?
It's the one I showed you where Mario's chasing after the Goomba with the star power, and the Goomba's like, no! Oh
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. I still have 3 hits to my name, and he has none.
Well, at least you both are tied.
Hooray, I did it.
Now for the big one.
Okay, not that kind of voice.
What?
Yay.
Spacing out.
Yeah,
What
I know,
happened?
the auto wannabe.
I know.
Now that she knows where that came from, she will never. I was gonna say she'll never look at it the same way again, but then again,
I'll never hold it down.
She never did.
she never knew when to.
And for some,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
I don't know how that didn't hit her.
Or how it didn't hit you.
I did it.
I've transcended hitboxes for a short while, anyway.
Whoa!
And let this be a lesson, kids. Whether you're a gorilla or a giant dinosaur, if you're under the driving age, you probably shouldn't drive.
No. Don't do it. Seriously.
Especially if you're a monkey.
Yeah,
No,
monkey.
Run into
Oh.
shit like that, like a dope.
I won.
You should probably change your name to Dopey Kong Jr. from now on.
Or Kitty Kong.
No.
Alright, well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all enjoyed our little look at on Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. I promise after this we'll go back to Mario Karts you all actually care about. Till next time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't worry, drinks are on me.
Oh, I mean,
Bye.